DeAndre Jordan is having second thoughts. DeAndre Jordan is having second thoughts. DeAndre Jordan is having second thoughts.
This place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going.
You know why I'm here.
The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. Returner looking to create better field position. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Buckeyes offense comes on.
Last hurrah, baby.
Today. Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we see in the playoffs, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done. You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. We all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Looking right, this one caught, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And that run produces a decent game.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Sides with the throw. They make the tackle, but a nice game. Sets them up first down at the 14.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They're going to run it.
Ah, I went the wrong way.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw through. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The Hurricanes offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Tries to get it to the running back. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's a great play by this offense to keep the drive alive, and a good find by the quarterback on 3rd down.
On 1st down, it's play action. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a skill-played defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
Give me that.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing.
Throw the ball away.
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I like what the quarterback's thinking here, trying to make something happen, but he's got to be aware. It's the first play of the drive. To take a loss like that, well, you really set yourself back on trying to pick up a 1st down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw.
Look at that. I'm not going to miss that, boy.
Complete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Montgomery makes the stop on this return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for a man deep on the right side. He holds.
Oh my goodness!
Still running. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And just, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The sack makes it second down and forever. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trapped again in the pocket.
Because that's another sack for this guy. That's back-to-back plays. This guy's been able to get to this quarterback. Man, he is in a zone and feeling good right now. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm either rolling away from that guy or you got to think about double-teaming him just to keep him out of the backfield.
Sacked on back-to-back plays.
And that's 3 sacks in 3 plays. This head coach has got to love this defense's ability to get after the quarterback.
And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stops at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Trying to flex the ground.
Damn, bro.
Back takes the handoff.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down.
X wide open.
Going to try to use his legs here. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Hush him out. Hush him out.
Cuss.
Remember, on Step Brothers when they was like when they was in that in there with them tuxedos, like hush him out, hush him out.
We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the left side.
I'm not gonna miss it. I'm not going to miss this shit, bro. I'm just not gonna miss it, dog. He does not have the it factor.
The snap, they'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete.
He does not have the it factor, bro. And it pisses me off.
You get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion sets up an important third down play. He'll hand it off. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. The Buckeyes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Orders from the pocket, complete over the middle. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this fourth down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
Here comes a handoff. Powers through.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Keep it on the ground. There's the hand.
Dog, he just didn't block nobody.
It's losing 3 yards there.
At least my boys in Ole Miss
Well,
gonna
you
have
see
some
this in a
heart,
lot of
dog.
backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They settled for a field goal last time. Let's see what they can come up with on this possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pressure and drop. 8-yard line.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Grab down the middle. It's strong. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's not going to be enough for the first down. I guess the only positive takeaway is it does give their punter a little bit more room now to be able to get this punt off safely.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Breaks an open space. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed for the defense here wins that.
I don't fucking get it.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Offense been in
I don't get it.
here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down.
Watch this. Watch him overthrow it.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep down the right side.
Oh, he didn't. He picked that off.
He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. And out comes the offense set to take over here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive.
My defense is playing lights out.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, being pushed all around by the
Yes, sir.
front, because they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Canes will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. We'll see what he can do with the return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. He's going to bring up second down. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 39. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break.
He's a shit out the Rockets.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Beating the brakes off the Rockets, boy.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he'll go down right there. That's going to be a loss on the play.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They keep him guessing with a run. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Returner tackled right there. That's when they start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. The Canes will crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
He's wide open.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Looking to throw here. Pulls it in. It's strong. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Caught by the receiver. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12. A red zone opportunity. The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback
He's open.
setting up the throw.
They didn't even, bruh.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch.
He didn't even jump.
Touchdown, Canes.
He didn't even jump, bro.
Kurt, they were backed up to...
Hold on, dog. Hold the fuck up. Hold up, dog. Hold up, bro.
drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught. And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for
shit.
tight end. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the football. A deep shot to the right. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Buckeyes will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quick completion to the tight end. They'll get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
third down, out of the shotgun.
Everybody picked up.
Looking for a man deep
Look at that,
down the
bro.
left side.
Look at that, dog. Everybody picked up. I probably should
Goes
have.
down after a huge gain. What a play for this offense. The spark they needed.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds an open
What the?
target on the left side.
What is
They
that?
bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Hurricanes come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in.
Stop.
Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they jump. Here in the second half.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He
Shit.
stops at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play. So
Oh, he got his ribs. He got his ribs. Oh, Lord. He's out of there. I knew I said as soon as I put him on.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Extending the play.
Damn, bro. He can't got no
Just being
speed.
crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Second down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Who's in the clear? They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing, and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Fights up a defender.
Good job, JK.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing.
Dog, can you give me a block, bro? Can you give me a block, 39? Somebody just give me a block, dog.
Keeping it on the ground here. Over the end zone, has a lane.
Push me in.
Stopped just short, out of the 2, but an excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. I'm the offensive coordinator.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
All right, we're going to run this, but let's not run the press.
To build momentum.
The press is killing me right now.
Quarterback drops back. Defense is
There you
coming
go.
after him. Pass rush gets home.
This offensive line
We can run the man, but we can't run the press.
The pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
QB to the tight end for a completion. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark. Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Nobody. Good job. Good job.
He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And the Canes
Fair catch it. No, let it go out of bounds. He's going to pick it out of bounds. Yeah, let that go, bro.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time.
I know he's not going to block him.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Got the first down.
He out of there.
Still motoring. Here he goes. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football. It's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. And at first down, they go right back to him.
Right back to the well.
But that's a solid game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout.
Come on, big boy.
The Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone.
Yeah, but you already know. We ain't trying to cut. We ain't trying to do that. Right up the middle.
Ball handed off.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Can he make it to the marker?
Good job, man.
That gains enough to set him up first down at the 14.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
There's a screen pass.
That's the thing about it is y'all see him coming out.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
No!
This is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made.
Oh my God, Justin Fields, you are horrible. I'm showing my new quarterback at Ole Miss of not what to do.
Really wants that one back. That's a tough break on this interception.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Defense does really nice.
We ain't even getting no points out of there, bro. That's terrible.
Just 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. A guy calling plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Good job.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. The Canes will have to kick it away. This will be his 4th punt tonight. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here.
Y'all don't want to run no man up on me, huh? I feel you. We're going to get points out of this, though. I don't give a damn what it is.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Getting set. Here's second down. The back's got it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. And we're able to move the sticks. Set up now, first down at the 34. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Tackle down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run.
And that's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Play action here on first down. Catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And looking to throw now on first down. The pass rush closing in. He'll just throw that one away to Graham with a sack.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback. You can just tell the pass rush is affecting his progressions and his willingness to throw it away.
Down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Running back has it on the screen now. Eludes its
I know you lying. Bro, they almost gave him that shit.
These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking deep to the right side. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance. For
Good job, boy. You done had a hell of a game, 96.
Nowhere. That would be a loss of the football.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's just not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout.
Nah, these catches these guys are making.
To move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17. The Hurricanes looking to cash in the red zone. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. The defense all over. They stop it right at the line.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Drops back looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone.
Give me that, man.
Intercepted in the end zone. He's bringing it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. What athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds. So that clock.
I'm so sick of this damn game, bro.
You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw yet again. And this one is caught. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. And the Canes pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back.
You hold on to that ball,
some
dog.
kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking.
Well, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back
He's open, bro. I saw it off the rip.
You know, it's a big
Touchdown, Miami. They couldn't stop him there. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Grinding away on the ground. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Here we go.
They'll run it here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Buckeyes looking to cash in this red zone trip. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Second down play coming up. With the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And now it's victory formation. The quarterback will just kneel down.
Well, there's nothing better than that. The home fans are excited right now. Their team is able to come up with a big win, and it's on to next week.
The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete as the game comes to a close. The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That hurts, bro.
kid. Give us a beat.
Make it nasty. I'm John Dory. And he closed as 1-point favorite. Ready, but I like Missouri. I gotta check the number. I feel like UMass went into the line. Tell me about it. They're an over. I was just, I got. Well, they'll hate you for a couple months. You have to no, Spoon with Texas, like, no pressure. Not at all. That one, I'll never I think we're better. Dude, kick Spoon off the show. You're trash. They're an over emotional bunch. So 73% said voted yes. That's right. Perform well in his first game. So, gotta talk about Miami of Ohio. Obviously, there's a lot of pressure, a lot of chatter that Miami of Ohio will in the tournament if they don't win the conference, if they win the MAC tournament. So, we don't even have to get into that, but I would imagine they at least have to win the first. A first round elimination doesn't look great for them. I'll say that much. That's 7.5. People in the comments, a couple people were taking UMass. I saw people talking about UMass in the group chat. What do you think, Stevie Jones? UMass? Kind of like UMass, and you got Frank Martin on that side, Final Four coach, South Carolina, knows what he's doing postseason play. They played Miami, Ohio, top with a 2-point win, and then I think a 6 or 7 point loss the second time go around. Third time they're playing each other, both these games go extremely high scoring. A lot of free throws, both teams shoot efficiently. In both these games earlier this year, I don't know what's going to change. You know, both teams have seen each other. They play to a high pace, a lot of points. I like it over. I like UMass. I think UMass is obviously 5 too. Third time seeing them. Miami, Ohio, yes, losing the first round will be bad, but they had the pressure of going 31-0. I mean, they were flipping off the student section at Ohio. They were going out there getting into it. Oh yeah, that was a very emotional game. So now you're coming here. I think they're going to have a little bit of pressure left off from that 31-0, coming off that big game, that rivalry game. And Newport's here could be a little bit of adjustment, but I do think it's a point that UMass hangs in there. And I think UMass is working with the number, working with the money line late in this game than Miami, Ohio shows. I think I need more than 7.5 to do it. What do you think, Jacob? 7.5? Honestly, I think if you want to take Miami, Ohio, you got to do what their game script plays out the same every time. The game's probably going to be like Matt's probably up at halftime, right? So probably taking Matt. Bring the first half money line on Matt, like Trevor said. They all in there. They're 1-0 undefeated during the regular season. I think one thing you have to know about this game being played in Ohio at 11 a.m. Do you really think that people from Matt are traveling to Cleveland to watch this game? It's going to be 95% Miami, Ohio at the game. Honestly, if I had to make a bet, I'm laying you with Miami. Me too. I'm taking 7. I wish it wasn't 7.5. The line was 3 points when they played in UMass, but I'm pretty sure, I recall from that game, I'm pretty sure it was close, and then Miami did the last 5 minute thing where they ended up blowing out in the last 5 minutes. But they always do. I feel like UMass went into the Lions den and lost by 2, so they're not going to be afraid of a little bit of noise from the stand. I'm not betting this game. Any of you guys actually bet this? No, essentially first game, but there's been a lot of early games, so I don't have to force it. That's a fun big thing, so I bet you man. Yeah, standalone game, gotta have it. Next up, NC State, Virginia, and when I first looked at this game, I was going to have Virginia, then you gotta remind yourself, after looking for months and months, and the odds were a certain way, you have to remind yourself that all the teams run neutral courts. 5.5 might be the right number. So I just agree 5.5. Yeah, I started this game when it opened, taking a 5 minus 1 MBA. I was with you, I should probably take that with UVA. It's just so rooted the last game. They were in a big rivalry game with Duke Tech. Honestly, that game's gonna be close, and they got blown out by Duke Wake Forest. The last time Duke played, they smoked NC State by 29, and it's been neutral 5 points over 2 possessions. NC State, it gets me off because I had Pitt State, and obviously somehow I'm pretty sure I didn't watch the game, but I do think it was 5.5. Yeah, they missed 3 points. Wait, NC State NC State resume has allowing them to I feel 5 almost justified. I think the line's not right. NC State lost 4 straight games. They got blown out by UVA. They lost their game. They lost to Duke. Obviously, I'll give these points. I lay UVA, but I like that game. I'll do what it's over. I give it 1.7.5 because they still got the over last time they played, and NC State on 1.47. Yeah, sorry, 1.7.5. They got the over last time. They had 1 point. So you have to take at least get the within 7 game goes. Yeah, I'm gonna put Virginia up. I think the game's probably 6, but I don't know if it's up there. I'm gonna use Jones. Yeah, if you think one. Looking Boise State live, that's what they play now. They're down to San Jose State. They cannot F around and lose this game. I think come out of halftime. I think this is going to be a different game. And San Jose is a little. We'll be live when I can go to half. I might be down to play the second half. Don't 5 minutes left the first half. So, 14.5, 15.5, whatever. It's 8.5 now. Hopefully San Jose scored another bucket. And listen, I like NC State. Last time they played Virginia. They got out by their. You think we'll wait and you guys are trying to just get that? I don't think so. I think we certainly remember that. 5.5 number, definitely 8 is downward march. Oh man, this is not side you want to be on. I like NC State. I like the money line. I think they come off this off. They play great today. You know, they get better than 50%. Storm. And then about everything got to be dubbed. And then now you got Kansas Virginia. They embarrassed one national title by 30 points. You didn't belong in that same point. I think they're coming back here motivated, pissed off. They got a game on the belt. They're feeling good. Will Wade remembers this. He is definitely a clutch type. Look at that guy. This is an NC State plus 5.5 money line spot. I want to talk shit. It's big. We've actually been winning the last week's bad, so my confidence on team is only after 10. What you mean is we feel like, oh, it sucks. You know?
Agree. And
I know throughout the season it's too short to become.
No, I'm currently laying 11.5 with St. John's. Slick Rick, Big East tournament, noon o'clock, first game. He is going to run it up on these fools. They're going to get smashed. Who's stopping Edge 4 down low? Nobody. 25-20 incoming. Like, he's going to do whatever the hell he wants. Slick Rick, this isn't a white suit game. This is not a white suit break glass new play game. But this is a spot St. John's can easily win this game for 50 points. I mean, Slick Rick does not care. He's going to run it up on these guys. They've already beaten them by double digits this year. And then now you got the Big East tournament in MSG with the whole world watching. Come on, Slick Rick showing up. They're going to kill the St. John lineup. Agree. I can bet a juice 10.5. I was already leaning at St. John's. Seems like he's had both leads. Well, Trevor with me. Seems like they can lean that way.
Well, I'm kind of looking down, but if St. John's covers the 11.5 about 4 times, so
Yeah.
I'm that problem.
So this one,
fans could travel, if they really give a shit. Who knows, Ohio State basketball. But still, this line, Iowa just won today. They were down like 13 early. They came back and won by like 12, 11 or 12. Today, big comeback effort. They were making all the shots. Now you got to go play an Ohio State team who can match you with the shots. They got the big man back down low with Tilly. You're right. I like Ohio State laying it. I think this flips. I think people are going to be taking Iowa. I think it's going to close -1.5. I'm going to be waiting on Ohio State to help me out on Ohio State.
I see. And how Wayne would do miracles with their tournament. They can do it in Iowa, and potentially another way. Like these are serious must-have games. Yeah, agree. And the only part I disagree with Al is when you said the White City, Iowa West, they basically the whole system of basically Ohio State can credit argument that they did this whole season. I think they much better. Like I don't want to take Ohio State too. I think Iowa's a better team. I think it should be. Like I think that's what they should have been +1 to beat the hell out of you the event Iowa here. I think Ohio State's going to team with big men. Here comes Trevor Murdoch help their case here in that way. Take worse than I think Ohio State's playing. I think it's very hard, but Ohio State 17 p.m. I said we're basically the lowest all Iowa. I think Ohio State's a better team right now. I can't get open. It's just fine. Now the Ohio State all clear back. They're putting together right in here. They're playing like you said for a resume. Me too. Penn State, Indiana. That's what happened today. But still, like I don't think they use. I feel like they use length. I we already saw the line, but to Ohio State. Yeah, the best I can get right now is -110, so I'm not going to take it. But if I get like a -102, +100 at any point, I get give me Ohio State at an even +100.
Honestly, if you guys like Ohio State, I think it was at like -129 or 1.5. So like they're probably not 1.5, but they're betting on maybe 1.5. Like Ohio State, I probably bet them.
I'm not taking -110. I get it.
Yeah, I'm not.
I think this would take to my still if we get Ohio State.
If I would take money and we get that, I'll be on it.
Yes.
I just don't know if that was the best time to buy. Like it's something I deserve to win, but it's one of those games that came down to the wire. You did it. I still, just like I said yesterday, it's Kentucky against OSU. I cannot place yet. That was going to happen. Also, better than the threat of the over test. This thought. We're talking, there's a few words to talk about Prineville when I was stating it.
End of the year playing really tough year. With that, yeah, he went. I like 5 more this time. I think we get Texas Tech. I would say 5 here, 5 man. I think Texas Tech still that no top injury. I think Josh Jefferson gets what he wants. I think I would say the bench, and they don't read that one. So, what do you think? And that place is basically like south. Like it's always Iowa State. That's all different. Great team.
Yeah, I think Iowa State. I think that game one. I do think that would be tough to decide. We're seeing what this team's capable of doing now in March, and they have back or getting blown out at in their own gym. They're probably going to run up, to be honest. They're probably going to win double digits, so like maybe I think they will already. Like, I don't think it's going to blow it outside of like 5.5. So like I feel like it's like 16 over. Get my back at 6.5. couldn't bet it too. Like, I feel like so far in this conference tournament, I've been on at least like 80% dog. I feel like the dogs have been covering at like an absurd clip. Like I the other day, not like the day before, I went like 8-2. On like 13 points. I got that day before, but I think
threes. They're 14th in the conference at 3-point net. They don't shoot threes. What they do today? They made 13 of them SOB. They lit it up. They shot it. They made it. Or not. They do. They're very decent. They're figuring it out. They're doing that again tomorrow. George Mason is gonna, scheme them up. I think similar to how they did the first 2 games. I think St. Bonaventure is gonna say, "And you know what worked today? Mark Schmidt's on his way out. He's retiring. Whatever. He just launched threes today. It worked. We're gonna run it back tomorrow." They shoot 38% on the season. They don't shoot that. They did it today. They made 13. I'm not saying they're gonna make 13 tomorrow, but I think they're gonna be efficient. I think they're gonna make threes. I think they're gonna hang this game. I like the Bonnie's 3.5. I like winning. Jordan Mason's also been floundering down the stretch here. Bonnie's haven't been good, but Mark Schmidt retiring, conference play. I think the team's kind of realized it's a new season. This can end at any point. They get up. They play the potential. I think Bonnie's are doing that. I think Jordan Mason is kind of conference. So keep it in mind, plus 3.5. Right, James Young minus 2.5. Plus 3.5. The rest of the world. I'm going to hopefully they shoot 4 weeks in the line. The free line. Next up, Miami. 258. That's you coming. Yeah, that's right. They are late. In the late 7th day, I like Louisville that we are. I think this is hot. I don't know my SQ. And Louisville ended up covering. They did not. Like he said, they almost lost the game. I know you like what happened with Mars superior lane. Miami played great offensively. Defensively, Miami pretty after themselves too. Louisville defense, it's like solid, but they keep it they defensively up. Like around here, out this game, he got built playing definitely out of the 62. They found another defensive route, another huge scoring ball in Louisville's throw today. Sure, they probably have a better speed day tomorrow, but 3 points says you don't. You need Miami big men the first year of Dive to do something. Don't you? We'll see the plus 2 and it's around. 3-2.
I bet Louis, I can't even points, but I just have out. The game, I feel bad. When they take the game, you guys don't remember the game. Miami was up by 1 point.
Creighton does not look good. I don't understand, Nate Brand. We're going to like him. Calling 3 is very tempting shooting company. Mars here, that's going to be locked down. They got dogs, but some sound great. Every year. The season started fresh. They had the call like 16 or something out there. They're crazy comeback 3. They're out racing calls. They wonder if one lost 3 comeback. Or a C call. And that one pretty wasn't big. I think, last time they were in the building, got embarrassed. I think they come back to 1 year. And C call, I was seeing, I would look at the but this number, this is too big. Give me Creighton plus 3, maybe Seton wins, down stretch by 1 or 2, but 3 is too many. I think Creighton can get this done, but I hope Seton wins. I just want to see Sheet Gaming come this is going to be a tight one for sure. The way I feel about this game is I think 2.5 is a fit, in my opinion. So I think you have to pick them in Seton and Creighton is great. By the way, TW in the comments, you only get 1 free Tuesday. Your free Tuesday is repeated. Let it go. You said Miami's free Tuesday. Now you're saying this is free Tuesday. 1 free Tuesday. I'm not going to get 3.5 free Tuesday. I got to get it. Let's get it. What do you think? The NBA put us all in this game. It's just fucking sloppy. Good defense. That's good. Let's do this time. All right, TV Jones, it's tournament time. Started doesn't have the best history here playing in this season. I laughed out of 23 games about it. So we're just going to disregard every plan for Big Ten, but you just got to figure it out. So it's not a thing. It's not better in Big Ten. It's not cool. I mean, they've been playing good ball. I mean, they were Oregon, weird loss. But I think West Coast trip, they did it. It is what it is there. But then they were hurt. Washington, they won by 17. They have to guess a little bit. Big Boy also didn't get any announced at any first game. It was out second team. The disrespect is crazy. You best believe Nick Boyd is coming to Bruce people on Marvel. I like Wisconsin. Washington today. Grass, big men, USC, and that one, USC not going to dominate the rest of that. And then USC game here close. Yes, big Washington with a better sideline communication, but I'll say sideline. I don't know what else Washington really has. Wisconsin can't stop it.
John Black, you got Tondra, not just Nolan Victor, not going to play. You got that other, whatever that game, that other thing. He's been really damn good playing left. I think he's got kind of clicking right now. Got it going. They got respect. Not getting got first team. They have to show the ball out. I think it's a little Washington. Give me Wisconsin myself. Maybe team total over. Washington doesn't really defense is not really their specialty. I think like Wisconsin. So not based on the performance of Washington. Wisconsin doesn't live by double digits. There. So anybody who wants important, we're talking about relegation. I agree. This is minus 20. What do you think on this? 6 minus 20.
Yeah, I started with 6.5 minus 10. Also, get like under 6. Get like possessions and like obviously 4.7. I'm with Trevor. I think Wisconsin is double digits. To be honest, I think the team go. I think the team go over. You know, I like Wisconsin. I think the team go. I think 1.5, 2.5. I think about 25.
I think both of those don't hard bad, especially down the stretch. If you got to go over, you can free throws all game, or you have to cover. You know, they're up 6 or 7. They shoot free throws down well top. Sorry, not saying like your money like more like what the game. You have watching you supposed to be this. I would say shots my parlay. Sorry, you only have this one. First, like what you can say one over close that dinner. So it's Trevor Crew has close. They keep it close against close. Tennessee is going to do it. They had their game today. They needed with Steve Burr, Rick Burrow, and everybody talking trash. They needed Miami, Ohio, how they should get in. Miami needs a North Indian, Auburn deserves it. They needed to show up today and dismantle this. Not mentioned for a minute. And we're going to Auburn doesn't look good. So congratulations, Steve. You're playing a real team now. Tennessee. Defensively really good. Rick Burr and then Mark Rick. I always think good. So come down stretch, not good with this Auburn defense not good. So they just had to get a team today. I can see that the Tennessee defense is going to be very vulnerable. They're not going to like have to score the final the last time they played. Yeah, and that's one that needed home and now. So they've already got to Auburn side at home. And I think it's better for Auburn. Good job today. Not tomorrow. Tennessee gets it. So that game at Tennessee, that only closed 5.5.
They're just putting it on like what they do is like they look at like previous scores, like yeah, this number sounds good, or they just like what did we open at last time and plan it pretty close, throw it back. They're not sitting there dissecting like what is the problem.
So
where should we get the most money?
I agree that I think Tennessee would be the correct side to be on. It's just 5.5 feels kind of strong. But Nick, what do you think of this number 5.5?
I think that if you like Tennessee, you could probably take 5.5. I'd take over 6.5 minus 1.5. I don't think the game should be 3 possessions. Like it's kind of a play on the numbers. Like I've been betting a lot. I just talked about how I've been betting a lot of dollars in coverage. Yeah, Tennessee's obviously I think the way better team. They're probably going to win this game. But again, they won. Auburn was pretty pathetic. I think a lot of teams have been playing like we're team. Like many girls were either playing good, like on the team, like stacked. They got it. Army team. I think it's going to come down to like the sweat or the how many. I think it's I don't think it goes past 6.5.
I think it's stand out very well. I can't think. This is a tough one. They got a bunch of over. So like straight up.
How on the roster? Like you think like that year. God, they played pretty good today. And they showed like they need.
I think we're getting this state that they played the first time ever. Like, you know, he didn't do anything. He's going to shit, I forgot. Yeah. It's how it's like, it's 5 minutes. It's say live. It's just pick. And they're not like you did say on that.
We see golf over for the right now. It's a gamble.
We see it minus 1. Okay, that's 6.5 minus 120. This year was 88.7. It's better. Yeah. Central Florida, and Cal, the Cinderella team, brings it to a quick 3 ball in Arizona. And Slope in our group chat is very adamant anti-Arizona. This is also a big tournament team, Dicey. So, I guess I think just want to start out. I think just want to think I don't know. Like, this is weird. Like, UCF. I don't think what's this team. Like, they show up, they look really good, but like, they beat anybody. They got the talent, they got the size, yeah.
Arizona overall defense. I think UCF is going to struggle. If you want to take UCF's team total under, I don't think that either.
You know, I'm at this 161.5 because DraftKings is not the year. Maybe
I mean, DraftKings is also probably adding what their team total too, because that makes up their actual total. So if you want to go take UCF team total under 72.5, I'll find that on otherwise if the game under 161.
I just tailed because everywhere else is 158.5. DraftKings 3 points up. And any thoughts on the total trophy? Should we move on?
No, under. Like he said, I think Arizona really makes life hell. 82, like 60 kind of game.
60 would be cool for me. All right, next up. I just tailed on that one. All right, UNLV, Utah State. Jacob, you picked this game.
Yeah, I feel like I had to pick up Toast this year with our UNLV fan. I'm kind of with them on this game. I took UNLV catching 7.5 points at -110. I think it should be 6.5. I mean, UNLV's played. Toast was talking about this. They've been playing really good to end the season. They obviously got to let's just go back a little bit. They beat Boise State overtime in Boise State. They lost to Colorado State by 5. I'm sure they covered that game. They got the Smoke Air Force. They lost Grand Canyon, but if I lost Grand Canyon from the loss, they were playing at Grand Canyon and a tough place to play. To end the year, they beat Nevada. They smoked Ball State. They might beat the San Diego State, but lost by 3. And they beat Wyoming. I don't know why. Like 7.5 points. I played fun. I mean, they just played the same Utah State team. They won by 27 points. I know it's at home. I know, like, say that. Oh, they're going to want to kick their ass because they lost by 27.